Hey Aquarius, Amanda here with Unseen Hands Healing. Welcome to your mid-June reading. I chose the Next World Tarot to deliver these messages because the new moon in Gemini reading I did at the beginning of last week, at the beginning of June, is an opening. I see it as a portal, this entire moon cycle that is offering us an opportunity to move into a new world. And that is directly reflected with your reading here, your specific message from the Next World Tarot. We're starting off with the Judgment card. This is Judgment Day. This is the moment of awakening. We have an incredibly chaotic scene here. It feels like a protest. It feels like almost like people taking to the streets and saying no more. We have to do life a different way. There's someone sitting up on top of a telephone pole here being offered a flower. And to me, that flower is embodying the gift of long-term growth. The gift of beauty and growth and blossoming that has staying power. And I'm very drawn to the eyes of the person here in the foreground amidst all of this chaos, amidst everything that's going on. This person is looking up and there's almost like tears in her eyes. It's like she's welling up with tears because she's having this silent realization, this silent awakening that's just making her brim with emotion. It's like she's seeing everything happening around her, and then she looks up and it's like it hits her. This is the Judgment Day. This is Judgment card. This is the moment of awakening. This is Mars energy, fire energy, and then we move Mars in terms of Aries. Okay, so this is like, at least according to the Next World Tarot here, we have Aries and Mars working with this awakening, and then right after Judgment is Revolution. This is the Tower card in the tarot. Now here we have more Mars energy, but this time it's Scorpio. Because once you have the awakening, once you have the realization, then usually the realization is that the tower needs to fall. This tower that has been built on faulty land, has been built on shifting sands, or there's something in the foundation or where it was built that is not right. And so then it's that Scorpio energy of deep transformation. The lightning, Uranus comes in, strikes with lightning from above. The tower crumbles because it's got to reveal the faulty structure at the base. And that's that transformative Scorpio work with Revolution. Now, right in the center of this card, defend the sacred. Defend the sacred. A tower cannot be built. You can't go onto somebody else's land that's sacred and plop down this tower and build it up. That's what's showing in this card. The way that we colonize sacred lands that are not ours. The way that we drill down into the earth that is sacred for profit. And there's blood on the hands of that work as a result. It even says in the back, no blood for oil. No killing for profit. No killing just to drill into something for money. All right, so this is pointing to an awakening that you're having here mid-June about a huge, and this is as much an awakening on the macro level of what's going on around you in society. Aquarius, you're always tuned into that collective energy. So yes, this is absolutely an awakening on the collective level in the society that you see around you, in the workings of the world globally. But this is also where there's an awakening on that scale, there is an inner awakening that has to happen first, or that has to happen along with that. That is the catalyst for change in outside of you. It has to start here. And so there's some sort of awakening. That's why I like this Judgment card so much, because amongst all of this external energy going on, this person is having a singular awakening inside, a moment that is very personal, that is deeply felt. And once that happens, then it's time for some sort of structure that you have built to come down, because we've got to look at the foundation. It either needs to be rebuilt somewhere else, or it needs to be repaired at the very base. It's like, why are you building these towers? It's a moment of really looking at yourself and saying, why am I building what I am building? Is it based on something sacred to me? And that's where we go into the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, this is like wish fulfillment. It's like ultimate satisfaction. Everything I desire is coming to fruition here. So there's some sort of awakening and revolution that needs to happen in order for you to move towards your Nine of Cups, towards your happiness, where you've got all of the emotional and physical resources that you desire, but particularly emotional with this Nine of Cups. This is Jupiter and Pisces energy. The signifier on the Next World Tarot for this card is happiness. This person is sitting on a mountain just like dripping in delicious fruit and jewels and gems. And they're sitting on the rooftop, just on the top of the world. They've got a tattoo here of a heart that has been stitched. See that? So I think that is, after this process of judgment and revolution for you, that the process of revolution is not pretty. It's really difficult for that tower that you've built to crumble. It's an incredibly, it can be a very painful process. And so that's commemorated here with this wounded heart stitched back together tattoo on her shoulder. And now that she's been through that, she's just like reveling in what ends up being her true happiness. And turns out abundance. I mean, gosh, not only is she not lacking for anything, but she's got more lusciousness than she knows what to do with here. I mean, she knows just what to do with it, which is just revel in it and enjoy all of it. Okay, so that's where this is really taking you, this process of awakening and realizing something here, seeing what needs to crumble, what is built on shifting sands, what is built on something that's not right here, and realigning with what makes you truly happy, with what you truly wish for, and moving towards that direction. All right, I want to take a card here from the Octospaman deck to just get a little extra message for you, Aquarius. We are going to dive deeper into these energies and in the extended reading and take specific cards for each one so that we can get more specific information out of this general reading. So if the general reading resonated with you and you would like to dive deeper, please do join me for that extended reading. That link will take you over to Vimeo, and the link will be below this video here. So let's get a message for Aquarius here, mid-June 2019, as we check in here. Mid-June 2019, in this massive process of awakening and transformation. What's the message for Aquarius, mid-June? All right. Kill your darling. All right, you may have heard this phrase, kill your darlings. Don't be too precious about something that you have come to covet, to love so much. I'm definitely getting that. I mean, gosh, we've got so much energy represented here. We've got the Death card with the Sith. We've got the Devil card with the horns on this person. We've got Scorpio energy with the snake around the base of her, around her legs, around her pelvis. This is echoing this deeply transformative energy that's present here for you. So whatever this tower is that you have built, that, you know, we put a lot of work into the things that we build in our lives for ourselves. And once you have this awakening that, oh shit, that tower has to crumble. There's something not right about the base of it and it has to go. That's echoed here in this Kill Your Darlings. Because that process of realizing the tower needs to come down is not an easy one. You've spent time and energy creating this thing that now you've got to take the Sith to and cut that back down to its base and rebuild towards something that's actually going to fulfill you and actually bring you the happiness and the wealth that you desire. The Devil energy here, attachment. What are you attached to that is causing you to feel hesitant to kill the darling, causing you to feel hesitant towards this, to go towards this process of awakening and revolution that's being asked of you here? Release attachment. Kill the thing that you have come to love that you know is no longer serving you. And let that death process be the transformation, okay, with the snake. The transformation that needs to happen, the shedding of the skin that needs to happen down at the base. It's not an accident that the snake is slithering around the legs, the feet, the pelvis. This is all root chakra. Again, something at the base. It's what ground are you building on? You cannot build on shifting sands. Okay. Kill your darlings. Wow. Nice reading, Aquarius. So I'm really curious about this Nine of Cups especially. This card is really interesting to me because it's the card of happiness, and traditionally in the tarot, this is like wish fulfillment. Everything you want, all your dreams and hopes and wishes could come true here. And yet there's something a bit disturbing in the energy and the artwork on this card for me. It's like, it feels like such indulgence. And so it brings up questions for me about, like, you know, is what we wish for truly going to fulfill us? Is that what needs to crumble here in this tower? Is the thing you think is going to bring you happiness is really just this like empty indulgence, and it's not true, lasting, sustainable happiness? That's a question that's coming up for me here in this reading that's like sticking in my craw a little bit. So in the extended reading, we're going to pull some cards and hopefully get some clarity on that. So if you'd like to join me there, great. If not, thank you so much for watching. Please do click that like button if you enjoyed this reading, and subscribe to my channel so that we can stay connected as we move into July. Take care, Aquarius.